actual fact, we have nothing to worry about. According to our research, the next emission will not occur for at least 2 months, 4 days, and 7 hours. Its intensity will be 3 on the Bergman scale, which is 2.13.
Without going into detail, I must say I have never seen anything like this before. The encephalogram suggests serious damage to the nervous system, but the other indicators couldn't be better. It's astounding.
Perhaps it has something to do with the emission.
Most certainly, although so far I've been utterly unable to formulate a rational explanation for this abnormality.
What is waking up? You're awake. That's good. Welcome back to the world of the living, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. How are you feeling? Do you remember what happened to you? In the joking mood, eh? That bodes well for your recovery. I'm Lebedev, the group leader, and I'm responsible for everyone here. That includes you, for as long as you're here. The callers lucky? I doubt it. The facts are these. You survived the emission. That's the first thing I still can't explain. The second thing is that our patrol found you in the swamps, which are essentially endless quicksand. And thirdly, you nearly got torn into shreds by a pack of pseudo-dogs. But
Can I help you? I'm glad to see you, young man. You look considerable. People are mistaken in their belief that they understand the essence of what the zone truly is. Some consider it to be a universal evil, others a wonder sent down to humanity, and others still consider it no more than a source of riches. They are all wrong. The zone is young man, if only I had the answer to that question. We are studying the zone meticulously in hopes of finding it. The zone appeared as a result of the actions. How can I best explain? Let's put it like this. Any complicated system in nature, and that includes the zone, automatically seeks equilibrium in the absence of destabilizing external factors. That was the case here in recent years. The zone, that's what we are attempting to find out. Perhaps knowing who disrupted the zone's equilibrium will give us a chance. Since man caused this mess in the first place, man may well be. I fear that question is not one I can answer. Hopefully, my answers will be of help to us all.
I see you. Just a minute. Hello, Mark. You became quite a legend while you were out of it. Even you wouldn't believe some of the rumors I've heard. Anyways, here's a drink on the house for a lucky son. Well then, you drink and I'll tell you about this place. It used to be pretty quiet here. had the paths worked out, the right places explored, and the approach covered. Of course, the swamps ain't exactly spring break material, but it wasn't. I was collecting bottles one after another, and they led me here. I'm kidding, man. Truth is, there was no place for me in that other world. It didn't want me. In the end, I came here. First to in our base. As you can see, it's a small, sinking farmstead in the middle of romantic, and you know why you've never heard of it? Because too many people want to know about it, and the fewer that do, the better. Lebedev is our leader. The man is a rock if ever I've seen one. He's the glue that holds our whole group together. Then there's Binpolev, Professor Binpolev.
Colt, leave the Merc alone with your dirty jokes. I need to see him.
Well, brother, if Lebedev says he needs to see you, then ain't up to the discussion.
Got some fresh air? You look better, that's for sure. Let me fill you in on the situation. You're in the Clear Sky base. Don't try to remember who we are. You've never heard of us, and there's a very good reason for that. Our mission is to research the zone. We believe that the zone must be studied and understood so that humanity... As I said, we are researchers. We are trying to figure out the nature of the zone, determine the reasons which caused it to appear, and formulate the rules that govern its existence. We are not consumed by a quest for money. We don't seek fields of artifacts, and we're not interested in turf wars with other factions. No, that mission was incredibly powerful. It was on a level of its own. It was like a hurricane that swept the whole zone, changing it. Everything is different. The well-known and relatively safe areas have become highly radioactive and full of anomalies. But now, you can access parts of the zone that have been unreachable for years. I see. How can I help you? Getting out of here isn't easy, not by a long shot. The swamps are a real maze of reeds and radioactive quicksand, swarming with terrible monsters and human scum. And we're having a very tough time here recently. The emission reduced the number of anomalies in the swamps, which made the area easily accessible for bandits and other vermin. There's so many of them, they'll be setting up camp in our base soon if we don't do something about it.
This is the second outpost. We're under attack. I repeat, we're under attack. Help!
That's enough chit-chat. There's been another attack on our outpost. Great. Get over to the trader. The fighter is on his way. Issue him with all the equipment he'll need for the mission.
Roger that.
With us
At
again.
last.
Glad to
Here,
see you. I've been ordered to issue you some equipment.
Ahead. Be careful. Remember, don't move until you've thrown a bolt in front of you. Oh, by the way, you can sometimes find artifacts in anomalies. You can't see them, but detectors spot them easily enough. If you get close enough, your detector will indicate the location of the artifact, and then you just pick it up easy as pie. Keep in mind that your current detector isn't exactly top of the line. It only shows the distance to the artifact.
can't get you there.
You're right on time, bro. I'm real low on ammo, so let's make the best of it together.
Attention all fighters. An emission is approaching. Get to cover now. You survived the emission again. I'm not even that surprised. Our boys picked you up not far from the tower when things calmed down a bit. You know, Bien Polev was right. You defy scientific explanation. He believes that you acquired some, let's say, unusual abilities, which help you survive anomalous activity that would literally tear anyone else down to atoms. Also, a normal emission is the release of energy accumulated in the zone. A discharge, if you like. But what's happening now is completely different. In my opinion, the increasing regularity of the... It's hard to say. To answer that question, I would need to know what's in the center of the zone. Some say the monolith, others say the Vishkrata. The more unpretentious ones dream about fields of rare artifacts. I didn't think so until the large emission. Hell, nobody thought so. However, if you consider the emissions to be a defensive reaction, then the answer is obvious. Someone made it through the Scorcher, and I know a lot about the zone, but I can't share everything with you. You'll just have to trust me on some things. A system, any system, needs to be in equilibrium. The zone is unstable right now, you're right. But we do know how to prevent a disaster and stop the emissions, and that means something. We have to find out who was in the center of the zone and stop them at any price. There's a strange connection between you and the zone. On the one hand, every new emission gradually kills you. On the other hand, you survive in situations where others don't stand a chance. My gut feeling tells me that your abilities, your gift... I knew you'd ask that. The answer is simple. If the emissions aren't stopped, unfortunately, yes. Then listen through this...
Your main guide is the objective section. Your main objective is displayed here, together with a selected additional objective. There can be several additional objectives which you can cycle through using these buttons. Most objectives are also displayed on the map, with the exception of rare occasions when your objectives cannot be located.
Yeah, I heard that's the sort of people we... yeah.
Good luck to you.
Всім охота, розумієш, Господа за цицьку попити. До істини, до кулупанця.
You have my full attention.
We're there, so you can take your blindfold off. Don't you try to follow me, it won't work anyway. Help us, Merc! If you want to come back to the base, find one of the guys at the fishing hut. Merc, it looks like you're at the Great Swamps now. Be extremely careful and don't try to be a hero. Check out your PDA. You should find the location of our squads there. I suggest you get yourself over to the fishing camp. That's where they are. You're at the Great Swamps now. Be extremely careful and don't try to be a hero. Check out your PDA. You should find the location of our squads there. I suggest you get yourself over to the fishing hamlet. That's where they are.
They see us! I repeat, they see us!
Fight out in the open.
They spotted us! We'll have to fight out in the open!
see us! I repeat, they see us!
Слушай, скотина! Что, дымом? Раздуло дымом!
Порвявые!
Хорошо приложил, гад!
Мужики, у нас убиты! Вали, отморозка!
Damn! They spotted us!
Catch a grenade!
Boys, listen up.
Build!
So, what is it that you need?
Замочили в натурі!
Все тече, все зламалося і нічого не змінюється. Сьогодні сидимо собі спокійно.
What's up, Stalker?